Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you my MEMEBOX, which I already opened this and then I put everything back in there really weird, which is why my box is oddly deformed because I cannot pack things in a small box. As you guys know, MEMEBOX is one of my favorite companies ever. This is one of my favorite boxes to receive. Full disclaimer, no, I did not pay for this, but if you guys have watched my other, not sponsored, but my other kind of like free product PR sample kind of videos, you will know that I have no issue whatsoever saying that I don't like a product, and I've gotten in big trouble from companies before because of how honest I am. And so I'm not trying to, you know, exalt myself above others by saying that either. I just want you guys to know that I am being completely 100% honest with you, and that if I didn't love this company, I would not say that I love this company. So there's that. But I thought I would show you guys what is in this. Like I said, I did already open it, and in the past with all of my MEMEBOXes, and I've only done a couple of videos because I've only received 3 boxes now, but in the past I have done kind of like a first impressions unboxing kind of video. I don't know, my overall thoughts towards first impressions has really changed. I just don't see the point in showing you guys what's in a box if you are thinking about buying it and you don't know how good the products are. Because I know for me at least, that would be what would really determine if I was going to purchase the box, is not what's in it, but how good is the stuff that's in it, because it could all be exciting, but it could all be crap. So I have tried out not all, but most of this stuff, and I thought I'd give you guys a good look of, you know, what's in it and what my thoughts are. So the box that I chose from MEMEBOX is the Moisturize box, because if you guys have watched any of my recent videos, I apparently in every single video I'm talking about how dry it is where I live, and it's true, it's super dry. So when I saw that they had a Moisturize box, I was like, perfect, I need all the moisture I can get. And this box is a lot different than other boxes other boxes I've received in the past, because this contains no makeup or no hair care. It's completely skincare, which is kind of cool. So let's just go through it. The first product I'm going to talk about is one that I've been using for a couple of days now. This is called the Bory, it's B-O-R-Y, Q10 Moisture Eye Serum. It's a full-size product and it retails for $48. It's supposed to be a hydrating, lifting eye serum that is formulated to correct, moisturize, protect, and nourish the eye area. It contains hyaluronic acid, coenzymes, collagen, panthenol, green tea, some rosemary, don't know what the rosemary does, and basically it's just supposed to help with puffiness, and it's just supposed to, I don't know, be good for your under eye area. The first thing that I noticed about this is this is kind of like a huge thing for an eye serum or for an eye product in general. When I think of eye products, I think of little tiny jars. I don't think of something that is 30 milliliters. So I think that that's nice that you are getting a lot of product here. The how to use, and one thing with MEMEBOX is I find that their how to use descriptions, although they're not always super accurate, they're usually pretty close. That is one thing that I wish they would kind of improve on, because there is no way to tell what ingredients are in this. There's no way to tell how you're supposed to use it, where it's supposed to go. So a lot of that information you do have to read off the card, and you are trusting them 100% that what they're saying is completely true. So I wish that they would be a little bit more detailed with that kind of stuff. List ingredients and be more specific with how to use, and always make sure that those directions were correct, because on this part, it says to take 2 to 3 pumps of the serum and pat under the eye area, use morning and night. 1 pump is more than enough. If I'm to show you guys 1 full pump here, I mean, that is a lot of product to be sticking under your eyes. I think that if you do 2 to 3 pumps, I mean, that's going to be enough for like your entire face. This is basically enough for your entire face. So unless you have like, I don't know, 20 eyeballs you need to be putting this under, I think 1 pump, or even better, half a pump or even a quarter of a pump is more than enough. And just to show you guys the texture of this, it is a pretty thick serum. See if we can, yeah, there we go. And I mean, if I'm to spread this around, you guys can see that this just is way too much for your under eye area. So I don't think that 2 to 3 pumps is necessarily correct, and it's not even fully spread out all the way, but you guys get the idea. As for how it actually works, it's a very cooling product. Like when you put it under your eyes, it feels nice, it feels very refreshing. I don't have a lot of issues with puffiness, so I don't really notice anything in that aspect, but it really does moisturize my under eye area, and it does make it feel good. It's not as moisturizing as like an eye cream, and I think that's because serums in general just don't have that emollient creamy texture. They're more water-based. And so you're gonna get moisture out of this, but you're not gonna get your full-on rich eye cream moisture. So just keep that in mind. You may want to top this with another moisturizer if you're using it alone. But for maybe somebody who has more of an oily skin type, this would be perfect. And I do think that it does help to moisturize and make the area overall better. The next product we have here is another one from Bori, and this is called the Aqua Calming Cream. This is a full-size product. It's 70 grams, and the retail price for this is $54. This is a daily moisturizer that is supposed to soothe, calm, and hydrate. It's formulated to strengthen the skin cell wall. It has chamomile extract, mineral water, aloe vera. It's supposed to hydrate, heal, and it says to use on clean skin, apply 1 to 2 dollops of cream onto the face and neck. I actually have not used this yet. I'm not gonna lie. It is completely still in its package because it kind of leaked all over the place. I don't know if you guys can see this, but even though it's sealed, you can see that for some reason there's still like product and goopy stuff on the outside, which is kind of concerning because I know especially with creams in a jar, whenever they're exposed to air, the active ingredients immediately are going to shut down and you're not going to get its full benefits. So I just think it's kind of weird that it like exploded in the packaging. The scent of it is like a little bit strange too. It's not awful. It's a very like clean scent. A little bit Febreze almost, like a little bit too much of a clean scent, not like a cucumber clean, but like a Febreze kind of clean. I might use it. I'm really happy right now with my current moisturizer, but I'm sure I'll give this a try. I just don't like how it seemed to explode everywhere in the package. But I'll give it a try and I'm sure that it'll work. And even if I don't love it on my face, if it breaks me out or something, I can always put it on my neck and it's not going to do any harm there. So I'm happy I got it. The next product I have here, I have tried. This is the Fresh Creamy Soap. It is from Vella, V-E-L-L-A. It's a full-size product, retails for $24. This is a whipped cleanser that is enriched with concentrated doses of donkey's milk, 4 types of honey complex, and 4 types of floral extracts to hydrate and soothe the skin. You're supposed to use it in the palms of your hands to create a bubble, kind of a lather going on, and then massage it into the skin. It's kind of like a cleansing balm but less oily, if that makes sense. It really is a true, if I can get it open, it is like a true cream kind of cleanser. So when I look at it, I think of it as a more, and even the smell of it, reminds me of a slightly more creamy version of like a Dove bar soap, if that makes sense. Or like if you were to take the Dove body washes, just the original scent, and solidify it a little bit more, this is kind of what that reminds me of. I used it once and it's not that it made my face feel tight, it just didn't make my face feel as moisturized as my Paula's Choice ones do. But I might continue to use it. It also has witch hazel in it, which I'm not like super into because witch hazel in the past I've had really bad allergic reactions to. So I'm just a little bit wary really testing this product out. I might give it to a friend or give it to my sister because I do think it has a purpose, and I think for somebody with a normal skin type, they would really, really enjoy this. But that witch hazel thing for me is just a little bit too scary because I've had awful reactions to witch hazel. Finally, the last 2 products we have here are some kind of body lotion hand cream products. The first one here is from eChoice, and it's the Floral and Shea Butter Hand Therapy in Pure Lily. It's a concentrated hydrating shea butter, contains fragrant cherry blossoms and an anti-aging ingredient of some sort, delicately perfumed, and it's supposed to have a rich texture. The retail value of this is $2 and it is a full-size product. Maybe because it's, you know, from Asia, it's just less expensive. I just am a little bit weirded out by an only $2 hand cream. I guess I really don't like getting cheap products, and I'm still thankful that I got this, of course, but I don't know, some of this stuff, every once in a while, MEMEBOX always has one product in their boxes that's like a $4 value or a $2 value, and it's some like really cheap body wash or cheap hand cream, and I don't know, I'm just not into it. Like if I wouldn't go out and purchase it on my own, I don't really consider the box worth it, and I know that this specific product, I wouldn't go out and purchase it on my own. The other stuff, possibly, especially the eye serum, but this, I don't know. I might put it in my purse. I just also am not super into the packaging. Like I feel like if I was to whip it out, people would be like, what is that? I don't know. It just looks kind of odd to me. but I'm sure it's pretty hydrating. I should put some on right now. Let's just stick some of this on. I know that some products that are not too expensive are really great. I've tried higher end hand creams before, and I can really just feel the difference. Like overall, I just feel like within time my hand just gets a lot better. The scent of it is kind of weird. It reminds me of something in my childhood. Plastic? I don't know. It does have a good texture though. I think I'll continue to use it because the scent isn't awful. It's very, I don't know. I'll think about it. It'll come to me eventually. But it does feel pretty good. I just, you know, it's kind of one of those products, it's like, it's nice to get, but it wasn't like super necessary. But it is pretty hydrating, and I guess we'll just see if it improves the texture of my hands at all. And then finally, the last product is from Sahara, and it's the Lemon Honey All-in-One Cream. This is supposed to be an all-purpose cream that's supposed to deliver 24 hours of continuous hydration. You're supposed to be able to use it on your face and your body. I would never use something on my face that I can use on my body. I think that this will directly go onto my body, especially since it has a lot of fragrance in it because it is lemon scented. But I guess if you don't really have super sensitive skin, or if you just don't give two fucks, you can definitely put this all over your face. It has an awesome scent, like a really good one for spring and summer, and I do like this a lot. I think that the texture of it is a little bit, now that I'm feeling the hand cream, it's a little bit kind of greasy feeling, and I have been using this and it is a lot less greasy feeling. I've been putting it on like my neck and kind of my décolleté area, sort of using it as like a perfume sort of thing, because usually with scented products I don't like to put them all over my body. I just find this a little bit overkill, so I'll just kind of put it in the areas that if somebody was to come up to me they might smell. Not that everybody's like smelling my chest, but you guys know what I'm saying. And I do really like this. This is again a full-size product, retails for $13. So that is all. So all together, I guess if you were to add up the value of this box, it's crazy, like always with Mimi boxes. I like how all of these products are full size. I think that that's super nice. I like receiving sample products, but every once in a while when you get a box full of things that are full size, I think that's really cool. I think for me, whether the box was worth it or not will kind of depend on how much I enjoyed this, because the whipped cleanser, not my favorite. The hand cream, like I said, it's not awful. It's just kind of, it's a little bit weird feeling. This I do like, so I guess, you know, 2 out of 5 isn't awful, but it's not ideal. But if we could get these 3, I think it'd be definitely worth it. As always though, I think MEMEBOX is incredible, and I think that if you go online and just see what's in each box, maybe do some research, they are a great company and the products are really good. It's just sort of one of those things that you have to judge based off of what boxes you want and what you're interested in. Because if you go out and actually purchase this yourself, I mean, they have tons of different boxes to choose from. Some of them are surprise boxes, so you don't know what's going to be in them, and some of them they completely lay out the products for you, so it's no surprise, you know what you're getting. And you just get to try some cool Asian beauty products, which I think is really, really neat. This is just one of my favorite subscription services. It's relatively inexpensive. I will have a link down below. It's not like a sponsorship link. I don't get anything from it. But if you guys are interested in purchasing it, you can use that link. I just recommend going on there and just, you know, kind of looking at some boxes and seeing what you find. I will be honest and say that this is not my most favorite box I've received from them, but I did pick it, so it's my own fault. But I have received, I really like their super boxes. Those are my absolute favorite. I like things that have a little bit more variety in them than just the skincare, just the hair care, just the makeup. I kind of like ones that have a little bit of everything. But overall, I'm super happy with this eye serum. Really, really do like this lotion, and I'll find uses for this, so I am happy with it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions regarding the subscription service or any questions regarding these products, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.